In this video, I'm going over the 3 must-have softwares if you want to scale your virtual wholesale real estate business to $50,000 or $100,000 a month or more. My name is Noah Clark. I'm a former collegiate dropout. The day I closed my first wholesale real estate deal, I dropped out of college for good, and within 12 months learned how to generate $100,000 in 1 month. Now, I can't promise you'll do that every single month, but if you work harder than ever before, work smarter than you've ever thought, and match that with unshakable faith, you may just make more money than you ever have in your entire life. Anyway, back to the video. You may know one of these softwares, you may know none, you may know all 3, you probably won't though. But let's get into it. Over the last year, my wholesale company has made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I've also spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. So while doing that, obviously I had a lot of success and I had a lot of failure as well. So I tested a bunch of things. That's been my mission for the last year. Test what works, what doesn't, what's gonna get me where I need to go. So while I've been striving for my goals, there have been multiple tools that completely changed my life and business, and I'm gonna give them to you right now. Number 3 was the most life-changing, and I'm gonna save that for the end because if you're serious and you stay till the end, then you're gonna reap the reward. But the first software I wanna get into with you can be described like this. Imagine you hired a robot that could get you in touch with everybody that wants to sell their house right now. I mean, everybody. That's what this software is for, and it's called Deal Machine. Now, I pay $500 a month for Deal Machine. I get 100,000 records that way. I pull that data of those 100,000 records, and I call that data, and I text that data. Now, you may not need 100,000 records. I have 12 cold callers, and we text as well. But that being said, you need Deal Machine. It's awesome. Not only is it cost effective, the data is really good, and some of the filters on there are just absolutely awesome. You believe that Deal Machine can make you an extra $500 a month? For me, it brings in like $75,000 a month. So that's that. That's number 1. Number 2, the second software for this. You hire another robot. Your first robot brings you sellers and deals. Your second robot sells the deals. How is that possible? Well, the job isn't finished. Imagine you hired a robot that could search the depths of the internet and the dark web and find every single person who has ever bought a property as a rental or a flip in your area or around your deal ever. Not only that, it finds their phone number and gives it to you. It finds their partner's phone number and gives it to you. It gives you their email. It gives you their Twitter, their Facebook, their Instagram, their everything. It gives you all of their information. Matter of fact, it also says a percentage of what their likelihood to buy your deal is. So this robot is not only at the click of a button able to get you everybody's information that you could possibly need to talk to in order to sell this deal. What I also didn't tell you is that at the click of a button, it's going to text everybody as well and let them know about the deal. And at the click of a button, you're going to be calling these folks as well. So regardless, the softwares, these robots, right, that I'm sharing with you, that I'm telling you about that you need to use are awesome. And what's so beneficial about them is it will save you insane amounts of time. I don't know about you, I would rather spend money than time. I would rather spend money than time. So that I can go make more money, right? So that being said, do you think this robot would make you an extra $500 a month? That's a trick question. Obviously, the name of this killer software is DISPO Genius, and it's what my team uses to sell our deals within 24 hours. DISPO Genius is the second must-have software that I have for you in this wholesale real estate game. Then to number 3, if you are serious about never making under $50,000 a month for the rest of your entire life, this one's a no-brainer. The one you've all been waiting for. This one specifically, this hire, this robot, is special. Why is it special? This one specifically changed my life in more ways than I can describe, as it will yours. I have a quote for you right now that perfectly embodies the spirit of this software, and I actually just said it to you. I would rather spend money than time. Now imagine this, you live in a world where 20% of the work and time that you put in gets you 80% of the results. You don't have to imagine because you're living it now. So what's up with the other 80% of your time? Let me tell you a quick story. There was a young boy who was only allowed to work 10 hours a week selling lemonade. So this boy divided those 10 hours up between Monday and Tuesday. Between 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. every day, the boy would go out and sell lemonade on Monday and Tuesday. Every Monday and Tuesday from 2 to 7 p.m. That's 10 hours total. So the boy would work 10 hours a week, and every week, at the end of every Tuesday, he would have a total of $10 from those 10 hours. He would make it about $1 an hour if you average it out, right? And so the boy worked every Monday and Tuesday. He went on for a few weeks, 3-4 weeks went by. He had made $10 every single week, every Monday and Tuesday. And one moment, the boy realized, every time I get paid to sell lemonade, it's between 5 and 7 p.m. That's interesting. I'm out there for 5 hours, but I only get paid during 2 of those hours. Now, if I can only work 10 hours a week and I only get paid between 5 and 7, why don't I divide my 10 hours a week up between 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock every day of the week instead of just going Monday and Tuesday? So instead of working the extra hours that he never got paid during, he decided that he would now work Monday through Friday, 2 hours every single day between 5 and 7 p.m. Now, instead of the boy working 5 hours a day and making $5, he worked 2 hours a day and made $5. After doing this for 1 week, the boy had made $25. He did that in 1 week. That before would have taken him 2.5 weeks. So not only did he increase the amount of revenue he was generating by 250%, he did it without working an extra moment. This analogy works for you and me because our time also is limited. You only have X amount of hours to work in a week, and certain tasks that aren't going to be generating you revenue are activities that need to be handled by another person or another intelligence. So without further ado, the best robot ever. Now, what's the most time-consuming part of wholesale real estate? The follow-up game. Imagine a world where you don't have to follow up. What? No, bro, I'm serious. Without further ado, this AI will handle all of your follow-ups. This AI will have sellers calling your phone wanting to hear an offer. This AI, this robot, will single-handedly be the greatest employee you've ever hired in your life. This software has absolutely begun to take over the space, and it goes by the name of Closer Control. It has only just started. I had my first 6-figure month using spreadsheets. I didn't think I needed a CRM, but when I took the leap and paid for Closer Control, I realized that I had been an idiot for a long time. So do yourself a favor and use Closer Control. That's it. Alrighty, gang, those were 3 of the best softwares in the wholesale real estate game. Now, if you guys want to use them, I'm going to put the link to all 3 of them in the description below. Tap in, let's go, let's scale. You've got Deal Machine for data, Closer Control for acquisitions, DISPO Genius to sell everything. Use them, close more deals, let's go be great. And if you guys like the video, make sure you like and subscribe. Shoot a comment with any questions or any thoughts or anything else you'd like to be addressed in another video. Because guys, I make these videos so you can win like me. And if any of you guys are serious about scaling your virtual wholesale business and you want to get in touch with me, shoot me a DM on Instagram at official Noah Clark, and I will personally be in touch with you. Let's go get it. Let's go be great. All love. See you guys soon.